कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Welcome everybody. We are discussing the light of Bhagvat, one of Sri Prabhupada book, and till now we have completed the 20 verse of this book. In today I will discuss from 21 up to whatever time we have. So 21 verse says, the wind carries the cloud to different parts of the globe, and the cloud distributes rain to satisfaction of the people in general, just as rich kings and merchants distribute their accumulated wealth inspired by religious priests. Here in rainy season, by the force of wind, the cloud moves from one place to another, and the cloud pours the water for people in general. Here one comparison is given that just as the wind give the force to the cloud and the cloud pours the water in people in general, similarly the intelligent class of men in the society, they give the enough knowledge for spiritual culture to merchants and the rich kings, so that they can give the accumulated wealth to the people in general here. So here the most important factor in the society for formation of the society, it is intelligent class of men. So in Varna, this is the Varnashram system as it is described in Srimad Bhagvat Gita 4.13, that Chatur Varna Maya Srushtya Gunakarma Vibhagasha. This whole society is divided into 4 Varnas and 4 Ashramas. The 4 Varnas are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So Brahmana are the intelligent class of men in the society. They are the leading force. They give the direction to the whole society. Especially the Vaishya and Kshatriya, because the Vaishya and Kshatriya are the richer person in the society. So whatever wealth they have accumulated, it will be used for the overall development of the society, economical development of the society. Here it is stated that the wind itself does not pour the water. It gives the force to the cloud, and the cloud pours the water for the society. Similarly, the Brahmanas, they should not give up their occupational duties. Whatever duties they have prescribed in the Vedas, in the Bhagavad Gita it is stated that what is the task of Brahmanas? Pathan, Yajan, Dan, Pratigya. These are the function of the Brahmanas. And the Kshatriyas, they should protect the whole societies. And the merchant means Vaishya community, Krushi Gauraksha Vanijya, Vaishya Karma Swabhavaja. These are the occupational duty. It is described according to the nature of nature of the person, guna and karma, guna karma vibhagasha. This whole system is divided based on guna and karma. So this is the main thing, and whole purpose of this Varna and ashram is to satisfy Lord Vishnu. In the Vishnu Puran also it is stated that the particular verse is Chatur अतः कुंभी द्विजश्रेष्ठ वर्णाश्रम वर्णाश्रम चार अवता पुंसाम पुरुषेण परापुमान विष्णु आराध्यते पुंसाम नान्यो त्यक्तोत्व कारणम. Means the whole design or the purpose of aim of this varnashram institution is to satisfy the Lord Vishnu, because whatever resources we use for our activity, we are using that source from the nature. So obviously we are indebted to nature, so we have to give the debit to the nature. Similarly, first of all, we give the we are indebted to God, we are indebted to demigods. We are so many indebted to another person. So we are, you can say, we feel we should give the gratitude that whatever benevolence they have given to us, we should pay that gratitude in the form of giving the taxes. For example, we are paying the tax to the government. Similarly, it is our duty to give the gratitude or to repay that thing, whatever extent, whatever capacity we have. So here it is stated that for the spiritual culture, to develop the spiritual culture, this whole system is designed so that everybody can mold their life for satisfaction of the Lord. And in Srimad Bhagavatam also it is stated that Atah Kumbhi Dvijasveshta Varnashrama Vibhagasha Atah Kumbhi Dvijasveshta Varnashrama Vibhagasha Svanushitasya Dharmasya Sansiddhim Haritoshanam. Haritoshan means for the satisfaction of the Hari or the Supreme Lord Vishnu. So this is the point that whole system is designed, and if we want to spread, to propagate this spiritual culture, then we have to adopt the principle of Varnashram Dharma. Whatever quality we have, according to the nature, we should follow the rules and regulation, or we should follow the occupational duties. So here similar thing is happening. The wind, they give the force to the cloud, and the cloud pours the rain to normal people, right? Similarly, the Brahmanas, they have the power to propagate the spiritual knowledge to ordinary class of men. And when they are educated from the spiritual point of view, from a spiritual perspective, then their whole life will be spiritual life, and they will engage in devotional service to the Lord. This is the purpose of the Varnashram Dharma, and which is stated in this verse also. And if the society without the taste of spiritual culture, it will be a blazing fire. If the person do not follow the Varnashram institution, then they will have the animal propensity towards their life. They do not know what is the aim of the goal of the human life, and they will engage in sense gratification, especially Ahar, Nidra, Bhaya and Maithun. So these are the things, and if we want to develop overall society, then we should follow the spiritual culture or Devi Varnashram, right? Okay, next verse. After the complete rainy season, the forest of Vrindavan was full of fruits like dates and blackberries ripening on the trees and bushes. Lord Krishna, along with his elder brother Sri Balram and other cowherd boys of the vicinity, entered the beautiful forest accompanied by cows to display transcendental pastime with his eternal friends. Here, one thing is Lord Krishna. He is enjoying the beauties of the rainy season. Especially in the rainy season, many fruits they ripen on the tree, and with the entourage of cowherd boys and with Sri Balram, Lord Krishna is enjoying. So Lord Krishna appears in this material world, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Mool Bhagwan, or the Brajendranandan Krishna. He appears in one day of Lord Brahma, and the duration of Lord Brahma's one day is 43 lakh see 4 billion 320 million years. So the 1000 Chaturyugi, or the 1000 millennium, Lord Brahma's day, and 1 millennium has 43 lakh 20,000 years. So you can imagine that what is the duration of this day, and in this duration Lord Krishna himself appears in the Vrindavan. This Vrindavan is the original replica of Krishnalok's Vrindavan. Here the same Giriraj Govardhan and the same Prajrat and same Yamuna appears just as it is in the spiritual world. So Lord Krishna enjoys this pastime with their friends. Here one can understand that this Vrindavan is original Vrindavan, and this is the benevolence or mercy from our predecessor acharyas, that they have excavated the relics of Lord Krishna, and they have written immense literature to display or to understand the pastime of the Lord Krishna. What is the purpose of Lord to incarnate or to appear in this material world? Just to attract the conditioned living entity, for we have natural affection towards the Lord, but this natural affection is being altered, or you can say perverted, in the form of material affection, irrespective of spiritual, or you can say natural affection. Natural affection is with Lord Krishna, because the living entities are the part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, and they have natural tendency to love Lord Krishna. They have natural affection towards him, but by the adulteration of these modes of material nature, our propensity is material life. So we are enjoying the material things as if it is as if we under the mood that we will enjoy this material world in the form of spiritual reality. But it is a relative truth. I will explain in the upcoming verses. So here the purpose is described, that the Lord appears in this world just to attract the conditioned living entity. Conditioned living entities, they are subjected to birth and death, cycle of repeated birth and death. So for a spiritual emancipation, the Lord Krishna appears, right? So this is the word. Some may question that what is the proof of a spiritual world? In the Srimad Bhagvat Gita, it is described that paras tasmastu bhava anya vyakta avyakta sanatana yasa sarveshu bhuteshu nasyat nashyati na vinashyati. Even after the annihilation of this material world, the spiritual world remains as it is, right? And avyakto aksharam iti uktas tamahu paramam gatim yadgatva na nivartante taddham paramam mama. These are the description of the spiritual sky. The spiritual sky or the kingdom of the God, he is solely control under Chita Shakti, or you can say Swarup Shakti. Lord Krishna has three types of material nature of energy. First is Chita Shakti or Swarup Shakti. Second is Bahiranga Shakti or Maya Shakti, and third is Tatastha Shakti. Tatastha Shakti means the living marginal potency. The living entity comes in this marginal potency, and the spiritual world, spiritual world is under the control of the Chita Shakti or Swarupa Shakti, right? And this material world is under the control of Bahiranga or external energy, Maya, right? So another description is given in the Brahma Samhita. It is stated that this Goloka eva nivasati akhilatma bhuta. The actual verse is आनंद चिन्मय रस प्रतिभाविताभिस ताभिर्य एव निज रूपतया कलाभिस गोलोके एव निवसत्यखिलात्म भूतो गोविंदम आदि पुरुषम तमहम भजामि. Lord Krishna, he resides in the Golok or the Krishna Lok, the topmost planetary system in the Vaikuntha Lok, right? Okay. So next verse 23. The cows that follow the Lord within the forest moved slowly because of their heavy milk-laden udders. But when the Lord called them by their specific names, they at once become alert, and as they have hastened towards him, their milk bags overflow and poured milk on the ground because of the affection for the Lord. Here, the udder of the cow, they become very full of, or when the Lord Krishna calls the specific cow by their names, then he at once become alert and he rushes towards Lord Krishna. So during that time, the udder milk, it is overflow from the udder and it pours on the ground, right? So even the cows, they have natural affection towards Lord. Then what to speak of men? In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated that Chintamani Prakara Sadma Sukalpa Vruksha Laksha Vruteshu Surabhi Palayantam Lakshmi Sahasrasat Sambrama Sevyamanam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. The cows, they are Kamagenus. Kamagenu means they have ability to supply unlimited quantity of milk, and the every stone is a touchstone in the Golok Vrindavan. It is the description of this Brahma Samhita, and here we can understand that everybody in the spiritual world, they have their natural propensity to satisfy the Supreme Lord, right? In the spiritual sky, they are the varieties of pleasure, but they are all meant for Supreme Lord. Here, one point that I want to explain is Achintya Bheda Veda Tattva. The energy of the Lord, or here cow and cowherd boys, the trees, all are the energy of the Supreme Lord. And being the energy, they are not different from Him. Because Vishnu Shakti Paraprokta, Vishnu Shakti, or you can say the energy of the Supreme Lord, they are not different from Him. Because Shaktiman Shakti Abhinna Matayo means there is no difference in the Shakti and Shaktiman. Because without the Shaktiman or without the energetic, there is no existence of the energy, right? So in one aspect, on one perspective, the energy and the energetic both are the same, but the energy is not the energetic. We should understand simultaneously one and different. So here the cows and the cowherd boys, they are the energy of the Lord, and they are meant to satisfy the Supreme Lord. This is the perfect combination here. This is the thing that it's a you can say true perspective. When we have the spiritual vision, when we see the all things in relation with Krishna, then whole thing will be spiritualized. In the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra Sarvatra Mai Pashyati iti Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra Sarvam Cha Mai Pashyati Tasyaham Na Pranashyami Sacha Me Na Pranashyati. Here it is said that when we see everything in relationship with Krishna, Yomam Pashyati, the person who sees me in everything, and the everything is, when the person see the everything in relationship with Krishna, then Tasyaham na pranashyami means he is not far from me, and I am also not far from him. So here one close connection is described, that when the living entities or the person who engage in the devotional service, they have a true perspective of vision. They will see everything in relationship with Krishna. Hence, they will have a natural affection to the Lord. Means, although he remains in this material world, but he is in the service of the Supreme Lord. In the 14th chapter, it is described that the person Mamchayo avyabhichareне bhakti yogena sevate saguna samityatana brahma bhuyaya kalpate. The person who are engaged in the devotional service, they are free from the material nature. So these all cow and cowherd boys, they are engaged in the service of the Lord, devotional service of the Lord. So they have, they are not on the material platform, right? They are on the spiritual platform, and we, the conditioned living entity, we have also the natural affection towards the Lord. But under the three modes of a material nature, that propensity is adulterated. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated that Maya hi yasya jagadanda shatani sute te gunya vishaya veda samaya mana sattvavalamba para sattva vishuddha sattvam govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. Means the material nature is threefold. I mean, there are three modes of material nature: sattva, rajas and tamas. And our that propensity of devotional service, that natural affection is adulterated by these three modes of material nature. And trevi gunamayi bhaver, it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita also. Trevi gunamayi bhaver ebi sarvam idam jagat mohitam nabi janati mamebhya paramavyayam. The conditioned living entities, they are mohit, or you can say allured, captivated by these modes of material nature. Whatever knowledge we have of Krishna, this knowledge is being allured, or it is covered by these modes of material nature. So first we should understand this, that we are under the hallucination of this mode, and that's why we are under this spell of Maya and three modes of material nature. And these bodies, whatever we see in this material world, these are the three different varieties, different categories of this mode. And it is only of these modes of material nature, categorized under modes of material nature. So first we should understand that we are under the ignorance, right? And for there are 5 different types of consciousness. Our consciousness is being adulterated, just as the rainwater. The rainwater, they are pure in their existence, but when that rainwater comes on the platform of earth, then it will be mixed up by the muds, by many impurities. Similarly, the consciousness of the spirit soul is transcendental, but that consciousness is being covered, or is being, you can say, adulterated by these modes of material nature. And whatever propensity we have for serving to the Lord, that propensity is converted for satisfaction of their himself. There are 5 different types of consciousness. It is described on the 3rd canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 3.20.18. 3.20.18. Tamishra, first of all Tamishra, and Anthamishra, Tamas, Moh and Mahamoh. These are the 5 different types of consciousness that the conditioned living entities have. By not just adopting the devotional principle, of which is stated in the these scriptures. So these are the things that the cows, they have already the natural propensity to serve him. So this we as a human being, we have developed the consciousness, so we should utilize this human form of life to develop this natural affection toward the Lord. And if we do not utilize our time, then we will misuse this opportunity by just wasting for nothing output. So we should be thoughtful for this opportunity. Okay, next verse. When the Lord entered the forest of the Vrindavan, all the inhabitants of the forest, both animate and inanimate, were eager to receive him. He saw that the flowers of the forest, all full of blossoming, were weeping in the ecstasy, honey flowing down their petals. The waterfalls on the hilly rocks were gladly flowing, and one could hear the sweet sound from the cave nearby. When the Lord, in the rainy season, when Krishna enters in the forest of the Vrindavan, they gladly welcome to the Supreme Lord. Just as the waterfall, they have sweet sound, or you can say very gladly flowing from the rock. The trees, they become rich from their fruits. The flowers, they spread the fragrance into the atmosphere. So they are directly or indirectly serving Lord Krishna, animate or inanimate. So here we can see that even the inanimate object, or in the spiritual world, nothing is inanimate. They are composed of Chitta Shakti, or they have a transcendental body. In the Ishopanishad, it is stated that Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Means the Purna, the complete is complete. And even after the creation from the complete remains the complete. Right? Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya. From the complete creation is manifested, and after complete manifestation, the complete remains complete. The thing I am giving that the spiritual object, they are complete in their identity. So they have the spiritual body, just as this material body. This body is composed of 5 gross element and 3 subtle element, and another is the Karan Sharir, and under the Karan Sharir there is spirit soul, which is Sat, Chit and Anand. Similarly, this material sky, spiritual sky, and the spiritual entities, they have their body is Sat, Chit, Anand. Means their body is composed of Sat, Chit, Anand element. It is not of this gross element. So they also have, they are Chetan, or they are living entity. So they have their natural propensity to serve the Supreme Lord. This is the thing. And one point that here Prabhupada is making, that in the spiritual sky and the material sky, this material sky is also the part of spiritual sky. But when this material sky, means whatever matter, this matter is also the energy of the Lord. But when this matter is used for the service of the Lord, then this matter is spiritualized. After all, these are the energy of the Lord. So for the energetic, there is no discrimination for matter or spirit. But being the energy, we have a discrimination between matter and spirit, right? Just as electrician, the electrician, he knows that how to cold or how to warm up the water. Same electricities are there, but for the water, they it is a discrimination that whether they it want to be it is to be cooled or it is to be heated up, right? So we should understand this, that these are all the energies of the Lord, and these energies, they are completely used for the satisfaction of the Lord, or they are all the eternal servitor of the Lord in the Shantaras. They are 5 prominent ras that the devotee have with the Supreme Lord, and these are the Shantaras devotee. The trees, the water, the waterfall, the flowers, they are all the Shantaras devotee. They are giving the pleasure to the Supreme Lord. And here Prabhupada says that human form of life represent the complete development of the senses for self-realization of one's original affection for the Lord. And therefore, if despite this opportunity for human life, we are unable to revive our original affection for the Lord, we must know that we are wasting our life for nothing. We just missing the opportunity. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that Dharma swanushita punsam vishvaksena kathasuya na utpadayate rati yadim shrama eva hi kevalam. We are wasting our time if we do not develop or if we do not revive our natural affection towards the Lord. Okay. The next verse 25. The Lord reciprocated the feelings of the inhabitants of the forest of the Vrindavan when there was rainfall. The Lord took the shelter of at the tree of the tree and in the cave, and enjoyed the taste of different fruits with his eternal associates, the cowherd boys. He played with them, sat with them, and ate fruit with them. So here the point comes that Lord Krishna ate the fruit, and he enjoyed or he reciprocated with their inhabitants of the forest. Here one may question that the Lord consumes that eatables. So it is to be emancipation to merge with the God? Certainly not, because to merge in the existence of the Lord is the spiritual, suicidal activities, because the to attain one's original spiritual quality. Here, to become one with the God means to attain one's original spiritual quality. Here, the idea of oneness for the Vaishnavas and the impersonalist, right, empiric philosophers, this idea is very, very vast difference, because for the Vaishnavas to attain the original quality, original spiritual quality is the oneness for the devotees, and they want to serve the Supreme Lord. Rather, the impersonalist, they want to merge themselves into the existence of Brahma Jyoti, or the existence of God, right? Here we should understand that the living entities are individual. They have individuality. In the Katha Upanishad, it is stated that Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadhati Kaman, means the Supreme Lord is individual, the living entities, they are also individual, and the supreme living entities, they nourish the many innumerable other living entities. Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadhati Kaman. It means that we continues our individuality. In the second chapter of Srimad Bhagvat Gita, it is stated that Natve Vaham Jatunasam Natvam Na Ime Janadipa Nacheva Na Bhavishyama Sarve Vaya Matah Param, means we continue to exist in the future also. There is no question of merging that existence in the Lord. The impersonalist, they give the example, or they give the, you can say, a similar comparison with the water. Just as the water in the river, they merge into the sea water and their identity is vanquished or diminished. They give this example, Gatakas, Patakas, and many examples they give. But the thing here, Prabhupada explains that the living entities are not that water. The living entities are the creature under the water. Even after merging with the Lord, they maintain or they keep their identities individual. So we should understand that although they will merge into the sea water, but they have their individual identity with in relationship with the Supreme Lord, so that they can enjoy the devotional life by serving the Supreme Lord. This is the thing that we have to understand first. Okay. The next verse 26. Here the Bhojan Lila of Supreme Lord is described. The Lord enjoyed in the company of Lord Balram and the other cowherd boys, and sometimes sat with them on the some stone slab. While sitting, they ate simple food like rice, dal, vegetable, breads, and curd, which they had brought from their homes and which they shared in friendly exchange. Here, the cowherd boys, they have serving propensity. They give their food stuff, whatever they have brought from their home, if first they give to Supreme Lord Krishna. In third chapter of Srimad Bhagvat Gita, and in the 9th chapter of the Gita, there are two verses mainly. First is Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachiti Tadaham Bhaktyu Apihata Ashnami Prayatatmana. And the third chapter verse is Yagna Sista Shinasanto Muchyante Sarvakil Vishe Bhunjate Te Agam Papam Ye Pachyanti Atmakaranat. Means the Supreme Lord, they have ordered that please offer me this kind of food stuff. Patram, Pushpam, Phalam and Toyam. These four varieties is given. There are many preparation that we can make by using these four types of items, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam, and we can offer to Supreme Lord. There is no need to eat meat or to consume any you can say uneatable which is not prescribed by the Supreme Lord. It is stated in the Bhagavad Gita that to develop, to come to the Sattvic platform, to come in the platform of goodness, one should eat the food stuff which are in the goodness, Sattva Guni Ahar. Or again it is stated that Ahar Shuddho Sattva Shuddhi, Sattva Shuddho Dhruva Smriti, and Smriti Labdve Sarva Granthinam Vipramoksha. Here the very thing it is described that whatever we eat, the consciousness of their food, it will our mind will form according to the consciousness of that food that we are eating, right? So we should understand that we should offer the food stuff which is which the Lord prescribes, that you give me this kind of food stuff. We should not you can say flail or overcome the order of the Supreme Lord. We are the servant here, so whatever the Lord gives the direction, we should follow the direction. Just as the cowherd boy is following, they brought the foods from their home and they first gave to Lord Krishna. They have the friendship mode. So first we should understand that they are also giving, they are also in the friendship mode. They give the food stuff to Lord Krishna, and after eating the Lord Krishna, they eat their food. This is the thing that we should learn. Whatever food we prepare, first we should offer to Lord Krishna, and after offering to Lord, we should use or we should consume that prasad. Otherwise, if we directly consume or if we directly use that food stuff, then we are eating only the sin. Yagna sista shinasanto pujyante te agam papam yet pachyanti atma karanat. So first we should think the Krishna is the center point. If we first give to food to Lord Krishna, then this food stuff, whatever the fault the food have, it will be eliminated by Lord Krishna. In the Ishopnishad, it is stated that one of the characteristics is apapa viddam, means the Lord, Supreme Lord has no bears no kind of sin, because the sin or the pious activity, both are the relative, and it comes under the nature of this material nature. But the Supreme Lord is Sattvavalamba Parasattvam Vishuddha Sattvam. He is transcendental. So no material mode is applicable for him. He is transcendental, right? So this is the thing. Okay. The next verse 27. After good rains and grazing ground for the animal was full of green pasture, and both the bulls and cows sat down on the grass, fully satisfied. The cows, followed by their calves, appeared tired of grazing because of their full backs. Calmly and quietly, the cows and calves rested and ruminated, chewing their cud. Here, Lord Krishna himself protects the cow. The cow protection is the fundamental principle to format the varnashram system, because we know that ahara shuddho shatva shuddho dhruva smriti labdva sarva granthinam vipra moksha. In order to understand the transcendental knowledge, we should have developed finer tissue, and this tissue will be developed by consuming the cow milk. And if we kill the cow by the slaughtering activity, then we are performing the suicidal activity. Here, processed suicidal policy. Here, Prabhupada clearly says that we should protect the cow. These are the cow protection is the fundamental principle to maintain, because the milk of the cow is the pure sattva gun. So, in order to understand the goodness, in order to understand the transcendental knowledge, first we have to come to the sattva gun, and in order to come into sattva gun, we should consume the foodstuff which are in the sattva gun. So, the cow milk is the one of the substance which comes in this sattva gun. So, if we kill the cow, then nobody will save the society from the very detrimental, or you can say pernicious activity. Oh, so these are the things that here Prabhupada explains. Okay, the next verse 28. The fully beautiful scenery after the rainy season was attractive to the eyes of everyone, including Lord Sri Krishna, the cause of all cause. Here, the nature is beautiful, or you can say awesome, and everybody is attracted by the nature of nature. Means the scenery, the beautiful scenery is the shape in by the rainy season. Okay. So, Lord Krishna even attracted by this scenery. Although the Supreme Lord is transcendental, or Atmaram. Atmaramasya munayo nirgrantha api urutkrame kurvanti ahitukim bhaktya itham gunasato hare. This is the verse 1710 in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Here characteristic is described that Atmaram, he is the cause of all cause. Means he has no expectation from others. He is supremely independent. He is a Swaraj, totally independent. And even after, although he is independent, but they have the inclination towards the enjoying of beautiful scenery. Why? Because the nature is also the servant of the Supreme Lord. He is also have the attitude, the serving attitude. So Lord Krishna, by mercifully he relish the service of the Supreme Lord, although he is totally independent. The point I am making is, okay, and it is also the devotees, they use the chikitsitam. When the person is diseased, at that time, suppose it is the milk, you can say lactose tolerance, the person who is lactose tolerance, then the milk is not suitable. But if the person can give the yogurt to that person, then it will be beneficial for him. Similarly, the conditioned living entity, although he is a spiritual or transcendental, but this material nature, we are Sat, but this material nature is Asat. So, if this material nature is used for the satisfaction of the Lord, then it will be you can say a chikitsidam, right? It will attain its true value, material nature. It will attain its true value. Here Prabhupada says that everything accepted in the full God consciousness has its spiritual value, and by the grace of the Almighty, its material effect are diminished in terms of increasing degree of spiritual consciousness. This is the process of cultivation for human spirit. This is the cultivation of human spirit, that everybody should be engaged, everything and everybody should be engaged for the satisfaction of the Lord, because everything is the energy of Supreme Lord. So everybody and everything should be used for the satisfaction of the Lord. This is the sum and substance of this work. Okay, 29 verse. Thus the rainy season come to the end, the autumn begins, and there was no more cloud in the sky. All the reservoirs of the water become crystal clear, and the wind was no longer forceful. Lord Krishna, although with the elder brother Lord Baldev, lived at Vrindavan in the auspicious season. Here the definition of mukti is given. For the empiric philosopher is to merge with the God. But here completely it is described that when the consciousness of the person is completely cleared or eliminated from these modes of material nature, he will have their original spiritual quality, original spiritual identification as a servant of the Lord. This is the original spiritual emancipation, not of this to merge with the God. And some our acharya or our spiritual masters says that they are very lazy person that they do not want to serve the Supreme Lord, and they just say that we will merge in the supreme existence, so that they don't serve, so they will not serve the Supreme Lord. This is the thing. And here the main thing is described, the spiritual sky and material sky. This material sky is also the part of spiritual sky. If we see the Golok chart, the whole picture, or the you can say category wise description of this world, then we get to know that this material world is only the one covered portion from that one the specific word Mahat Tattva. This world is Mahat Tattva, covered from this Mahat Tattva, and this Mahat Tattva is the part of this material, you can say this material world is the part from this Mahat Tattva, and it is covered one only insignificant portion of spiritual sky. But for the Supreme Lord, these are the energy. So therefore we should utilize the every object for the satisfaction of the Lord. Utility is the principle. Lord Srila Prabhupada usually frequently they would say that utility is the principle. We should utilize everything for the satisfaction of the Lord. Okay, the 13th verse. In the autumn, all the reservoir of the water become enriched with the closing lotus, and the muddy water again becomes normally cleared and decorated, just as fallen soul once more become spiritually enriched in their devotional service. Basically, the dharma of the spiritual living entity is to give the service to the Lord, devotional service to the Lord. And when he remains in this natural position, then he will be, you can say, he will have that their natural beauty. But when they are engaged in this sense gratification activity, then he will lose their beauty. And when that conditioned living entity again adopts the principle of the devotional service, he will again come to the platform of the spiritual he will come to the spiritual platform. At that time he again gain the beauty, just as the muddy water get cleared off by the autumn season. Similarly, their consciousness will, when their consciousness get clarified, he will come to the platform of goodness or Vishuddha Sattvam. He will come to their original position for to give the service to the Lord. These are the 10 verses that I have described, and I would like to conclude these verses by saying one very important verse from the Bhagavad Gita, that yoginam api sarvesham madgate antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yo mam samayukta tamamata. Means when the consciousness of the spirit soul is totally cleared, at that time he will have the natural propensity to serve Lord. He will perpetually remember the Lord. Yoginam api sarvesham madgate antaratmana. In his mind he remembers me, Lord Krishna says. So pure devotee, he have the natural affection to the Lord, and yoginam, he is the perfect yogi, topmost yogi, the Lord says in the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. This is the conclusion of this verse. For next verse, we will meet again in next discourse. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.